Oh, time to say goodbye to despair. And by that, I mean fuck up the second part of this. Because danged if we did not fuck up the first part pretty badly. Alright, we're good.
Danganronpa.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Ibuki! It's our bae! Alright. Let's load her up. For class trial interrupted. And let's keep going.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Wow, what a terrible way to start.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
It's true.
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that!
Yeah, you should probably believe that. I don't want to die.
I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do.
Alright.
Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Look, we strave once a stream, if that. Or twice a stream, at the end of the stream. You get the point, Monami. Don't sass me.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what? If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Truth.
Do you mean the letter? No, it was probably the gummy.
Oh.
Huh? Candy can be a clue? Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there? Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Oh.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
Alright.
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
True.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide!
There's the bathroom.
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Alright. Want to play a new game? Is that what you're thinking? No! It's been 3 minutes! If so, we prepared the perfect product for you! You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive! During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with the RB button. Press the LB button to brake, and the RB button to jump. There'll be various obstacles you encounter as you progress through the course. Make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach your goal. On your journey, you'll take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice for you. If you press the start button during the Logic Dive, you can review the controls. Now then, good luck, have fun! She's right. This may be a very important problem. The killer tampered with the evidence after Hyoko ran away from the beach house. When did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Alright, Okay, hold on. Okay, it said RB for... B's brake, A's accelerate, that is jump. Alright, let's accelerate. Whoop. want to go fast. Question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before Hiyoko arrived? No, blue. We want the blue. Okay. Woo! Whoa! Alright, that's on me. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left. Okay. Do some sweet flips! Whoa! Let's not hit a wall. Whoa! Question 3. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? The beach? Because nobody else was there? Nope! Can't make it! Bail! Alright. Still in the beach house. We only have 24 seconds? Okay, before we arrive, after she left, and still in the beach house.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Yeah.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her
Go for it.
personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
It's true, Ibuki. Let's just hang her, it'll be fine.
There should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
Oh? I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. Place where the killer was hiding. Place where Hiyoko hadn't looked is... Said I already said I checked the shower room. I'll grind your foot into Gundam's hamsters. Dude. That's outside. They'd just be outside. It's not even considered hiding at that point. Dude. If it was hiding inside the fridge? No.
Crap!
The closet itself?
Here!
Yeah.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
Yeah.
The closet? That's where I was locked up.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Could make sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. You can only think of one place. It's right where the killer was behind inside the closet was... inside the surfboard case.
Here! What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Yes.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
Yeah, why not?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think?
Yeah, but they weren't in the case.
2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Yes, yes.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yes.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
Wow, dang, her face looking.
Kind of like, in for a penny, in for speak.
I don't think that's the saying, Ibuki.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I mean, yeah, that could make more sense.
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway.
The killer hit silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Alright, Nagito.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
Yeah!
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her.
Yeah.
If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan.
Truth facts.
Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Checks out.
Say whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
Wait. Akari, that's just two options of punching him.
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that.
Wait, what?
Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I mean, probably.
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
Alright, sure.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
Damn!
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Does that have to be at the same time?
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
You don't sound very articulate.
Yeah, I'm gonna say...
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
Oh?
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
Uh-huh.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Wait, what?
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Go on.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Yay! Alright.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
Alright.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
Yes.
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
No. Fabricating evidence.
Before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear.
Oh, what is it, Gundam?
The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Alright, what are we arguing? Just explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you'll not be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down the button, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at a remark's weak point and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. These memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have an answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use it to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. Please remember that it's only effective when refuting points. Now then, good luck and have fun! The shower room. Well, that's helpful.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Truth.
so washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
Okay.
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
No.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Dude, if I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Okay. Should I remember my slow down button?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
Because the statement I'm going for is
Couldn't
very...
use the shower, right?
Yep.
So washing it off would have been...
There we go.
That's wrong.
Bang! Gotcha.
They just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Yeah, like water bottles.
Other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower was used to wash the blood off. It was the drinks inside the refrigerator.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Oh. All right. Cut time.
That's impossible.
Oh.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand
Oh.
that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
All right. All right. What do we got for our rebuttal shutdown? Footprints, middle of that. Trash can. Give me trash can.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator.
However, try one bottle drink is simply not enough. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
All right.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
All right. Advance.
Can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Yep. Trash can.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were only flavored drinks, but if you use those to wash the blood won't come off in your body. It will leave an aromatic, especially if you use the that alone would raise suspicion.
Could be the first allegation intended to lead to this outcome. These evidence used against your argument.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the river.
Trash can.
Through those words!
Ha!
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge.
Yeah.
And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
No, it's not.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can.
Yep.
Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Da da da.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner.
What?
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Truth facts. Let's go.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Yes. Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
Yes, I have, Nagito. Shut up.
See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Yep.
Let me ask, who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Select someone. All right. Pecco, I like you, but unfortunately you are the murderer.
Pecco, is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Yep. Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Ba ba ba!
Don't just stay silent. Say something. Hold on, you bastard. You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right?
I mean...
So maybe she really was swimming. No one even saw her swimming.
Yeah.
No. I saw her.
You did?
Huh? After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home.
Oh?
So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
That sounds like a lie.
That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
Yeah. Hold on. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Yeah.
Not so fast. It's too soon to decide she's a killer.
All right.
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
All right.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
All right.
The roadside
Slap him
door
down.
was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
All right. You don't need to swear. I swear, but you don't need to.
Why are you all fired up for you, Hiko? You're not the suspect. Pecco is.
Who cares about that? Answer me. If you have an explanation, then show me what you got.
All right.
We might have an answer.
Oh.
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Pecco is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
Go on.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
All right. Killer escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening, the small window in the shower room.
I see. If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Pecco could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
They would have still been in the beach house.
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
Think of it inverse, Sonia.
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not. That would violate the school trip rule.
No littering. Littering is not allowed. Let us coexist with the island's bountiful nature and mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us. We just said they couldn't use an object.
No, if they kept it.
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
Yep, Chiaki with the logic puzzles.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
Sword case.
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Whoa, Hiyoko, calm down.
No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, Focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Hangman's Gambit. Alright, let's go. Bamboo sword. B. Just gonna delete them. Too slow. Stop giving me O's! Alright, I read not keeping the M, but... There we go, got an M anyway. Try to keep any O's we find. Okay. We don't need this B ever. We don't need this W. Got that. D is way too far away. W might be worth keeping. Alright, we just need the last two letters. Come on. Stop giving me S's! Come on, just a D. There we go. Combo!
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
She did.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Yep. Got her.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yep.
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it. I knew it was a ninja. Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily.
Alright, fine. She's a ninja, Akana. You win.
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Hey.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja.
So many ninjas.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Ah. Okay, yeah.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the panic talk action. Let's talk about a little bit about fever time and nega time. From this point on, you'll be able to use fever time by pressing the RB button during PTA. When fever time's active, the tempo will be pushed to its max. But that's not all. You won't miss during fever time either. By pressing B when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault. But only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called nega time that your opponent can use too. If your opponent activates nega time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I'm not going to tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. Now then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard!
Rieko.
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Yeah.
Shut up!
Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me!
Alright, let's give it to him.
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Biko, why? Why are you... Alright.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard?
Okay. What the fuck is my shoot button? Reload and final strike. That does nothing. Lock on and attack. Select final strike. Okay.
Got proof, you bastard? You're pissing me off! You're pissing me
Okay,
off!
this is not working.
Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut! Got proof, you bastard?
Okay. Why is this not working? Hold. Right.
That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind.
Sword bag.
This is the end.
There we go. Alright, I'm gonna get better at that. I miss shooting.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
Booba.
After she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
Yeah.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja.
Hello.
But it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman.
Nagito, calm the fuck down.
Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
Nagito, stop it.
Oh, you just back off.
Don't make us put you in the basement again.
Is it true?
Spray him.
Hold on! You're just making assumptions. You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof. Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
Oh. She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Maguru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, Beast. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Oh?
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
Uh-huh.
My motive?
In the end, You had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right?
Truth facts.
Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Oh? Huh?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
She's really forcing that one. Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
That sounds like bullshit.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice
I'm gonna miss
is
Pecco.
the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protected father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Pecco!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish.
Alright, quit laying it up for Sonya.
I will not allow that.
It's fine. Just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
She's trying so hard.
I'm telling you to stop it.
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
Oh damn, this is a jam.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
Look at the little Angie face.
Now then, let's execute justice!
I'm on his side.
What the fuck?
Pecco, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Pecco finally snapped!
Just a little bit.
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... But... Huh? An ally of justice?
So that's why you're wearing a mask.
I don't know, Sonya seems to have picked up on something.
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
Yeah!
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
It does feel so forced. What? What the heck is this? Pecco is the killer? Why is this turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Can't tell if she's crazier than the first serial killer. Nah, she's just forcing it.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
Yeah. Talent represents talent recognizes talent. Monokuma knows better.
This again? Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately.
Yeah.
No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
Yeah, that doesn't check out.
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course.
Yeah.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword.
It get wasted in 5 minutes.
And executed justice.
Yeah, look at the ooh woo. Let's go.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
No, she's not.
She's so gross!
Pecco, is this your true identity?
My true identity?
Yeah, I've known you pretty well, Pecco.
I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Yeah, no. What, this panda? He's really cute. What the?
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake it was Pecco all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Alright, closing the argument. Time. Alright, so, talking. Dude. Alright. Flavored gummy. No, I don't think we have what's there yet. Color forging 2 letters. There we go. I'm not sure about that one yet. Let's see. Getting batted. Dude. Okay. Getting the sleeping bag. Place the gummy. Alright. Stock 2. Load it up. Start from the beginning again. Man, I wish I could go faster. My hero met Yoko? Wait, nope. Okay. That's arriving at the beach house, so. There we go. Epusor, the mask. Next one to arrive at the beach house. Okay. Nope. Dang it. Alright. Guessing Hiyoko wakes up. Go. There we go. Pretty anime girl mask. This goes somewhere here. There we go. Alright. Start to the beginning. Mikan arrives at the beach house. There we go. Letter's done, so we can ignore these pages now. Can arrived. Took the bottles out. Last stock. Hugo left a big piece of evidence, the footprints. Tying the sword. And we're good.
That happened in this case.
I had low health, I didn't even realize.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko.
Gummies.
Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome murder case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m.
Yes.
By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime.
Bonk! Oh no, thonk. I'm sorry.
The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath.
God damn it, I like Mahiru! And Peko!
Autopsy. Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene.
Yes. Crime scene
They dragged
tampering.
Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also,
Damn,
the
that
map found
face.
at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body.
Yeah.
They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator.
Done.
You can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can.
Yep, because no littering.
Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet.
Yep.
I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. In the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko.
Ironically.
The killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route.
Yep.
The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them.
Ba ba ba.
The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword.
I'm enjoying my gummies.
And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
Yeah. Bye, mask.
I see. And what of it?
Huh?
I'm totally cool with it. I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice.
No.
There's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me.
Oh, why not?
Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it at all.
I get it, but this is the last stuff I know.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah, hold on.
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice.
I mean, I do like Peko. You know what? Never mind. We're all gonna die. Peko lives. It'll be fine.
And carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Sacrifices?
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Yeah, Sonya's...
Monokuma on the boat! Hurry up and let us vote already!
Nekomaru, let Sonya speak.
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares?
I mean, I care.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Damn it, I liked Peko. Her sprite could use some work, though. All rise.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
What?
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Go on.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However...
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Petco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
She's an enthusiast, sir. Quit your simping.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Yeah.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Petco, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck is that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase. I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. I see, so that's what it was. I think I've got a difference between the serial killer and Petco. Their nationality.
I see.
Where'd my health come from?
That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had a translator, that means it wasn't written in English.
Japanese! Oh, so it means the chat letter's fucked up. That could be a Zoom issue. Oh no, they are just fucked up. Huh. Let me try to... Yeah, that's not just you. There we go. Glad you weren't going insane.
Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Yeah, hola!
So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
Yeah! All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Petco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
I really want to hear it. It would be great.
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off.
Yay! Finally! You look better without it.
However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Yeah.
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Huh?
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
But think of the hamsters. You could pet them.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
So did I, but I knew.
I mean, besides Petco and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
Proof that there was one more person at the scene of the crime. The body discovery announcement.
I see. Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Pekka, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us 1 person short.
Yeah.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, it's not it.
Oh?
Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Huh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Yep. Select someone. Myself! No.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
Yes.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right?
And the
There's
chat
no
screwed up
reason
again.
to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. You know what this is? It's likely there was an OBS update, so I'm wondering if they changed a setting somewhere. That's not what I wanted to happen. Dude. Yeah, so it's the chroma key on it is screwy. Well, I'm gonna have to try to fix that between now and next stream. But that's an OBS update thing. Nothing I can really do about it. I have to fuck around with the settings and figure it out. No, the events that occurred in that game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that, too. Dude.
I can prove it with this!
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but... there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. Photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because whoever beat the game first received the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up! What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It
That was you, wasn't it? If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? Because Peko is the killer, right?
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna try one more thing here. So go here. Go to filters. I think I got an idea. Nope. Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out the color key thing.
We already voted!
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
He hired her to assassinate him.
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the root.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect. In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
Yeah, I feel like there's a double standard. You can just change the answer.
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
Oh, man. Oh. Yay! I got a B. That's worse than normal. 100 Kern, we'll take it. Oh.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Commercials! I'm not gonna hit the ad break button. I'm too cool for that. Although there are some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Kuzumi is... Hold on a sec. Okay, I'll wait. So sorry. I'm just hesitating. There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Peko's the killer. Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a freaking human being.
Well,
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't know.
You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean for you, Hiko? Peko and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuriziryu clan took me in.
I am nothing but
They
a
gave me a
tool.
reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I
Aww.
must defend him as his shield.
God damn it.
If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
Ah, look at them as babies. It's cute as fuck. And look at him being all shy and shit.
is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost.
I love how she was born with a sword.
Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
You are wrong. You are not a tool, Peko. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master was always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mihiru wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me.
She's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister's dead?
You...
Tried to confirm it with Mihiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So...
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
I'm pretty sure Mihiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could escape or accept it. You know, when Mihiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my.
Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mihiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be trouble to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow. Ah, fuck.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too.
But...
It was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mihiru into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the...
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so...
My young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because, as in the game, that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
So that is why you killed Mihiru with a bat? But still, I believed her up until the very last minute. That game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch!
Hey.
If that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you...
Hey, I don't want to hear about that!
But...
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me! What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has a right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong. Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mihiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, then all went out the window. I got pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, Young Master called for me and made me kill Mihiru. Huh?
Young Master, I am finished.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all!
Of course!
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed!
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet! Afterwards, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for a trick all along. That's right. You guys made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Hold on, don't act like our loss has been decided yet!
No.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling!
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from these various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on!
I see.
So for Peko Fuyuhiro himself to be our true hope then, on his behalf you killed Mayuro, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him?
Great.
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope!
Wrong.
I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm gonna ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey,
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
what?
Hold on.
What is the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko, or of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer. Are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die. Young Master, you just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teruta, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
Young Master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but
Hey.
if you insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it.
Young Master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young Master, that is impossible.
God damn, I'm tearing up.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me.
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, a tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
God damn it.
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me. Forget about the Kuzuryu clan.
God damn it, he cares.
You better escape.
So how about it for you, Hiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
Peko, I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan?
Young master!
Oh my! So this is how it turned out.
Too bad.
And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of a trial like that. So, too bad! You're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer. Peko, I'm sorry. I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master!
You have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself. I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so,
I wanted you
I
to
wanted
escape.
you to escape.
I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young man. Fuck. Ah.
Bye.
And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. Fuck. Alright, I need a minute. Oh, yeah, just a little bit. Ah. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Peko. That will do. Monokuma, why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Fuck you. Now then, let's begin! Oh, fuck.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool Peko Yama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep... I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin! The punishment time brimming with despair! Why don't you get it out?
Thrills, chills,
Oh.
kills!
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Yama!
why?
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
I
Never needed a sword or a shield.
never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young Master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Peko. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young Master? Young Master?
Ah. Hello, Binks' tummy. Ah. One-woman army. Oh. This cannot be. Even for Yuhiko? This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! For Yuhiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. Why is she... She should have just discussed it with me. It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable. You're still talking about that? The hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed?
Such despair.
I am pissed, and I even feel sad and hopeless. But still,
Isn't that right?
it's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of that hope should be... remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. Ha! The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know. Not yet. He's still alive.
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko is still alive.
You serious?
Fuyuhiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid.
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
You stupid brother!
What do you say, love that about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I don't
A surprise order?
believe it. What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him. Duty?
Hey!
Because it's written in the school trip rules. They alone will be executed. If only the Blacken gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless. But you should be able to do it. Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So,
Fine then, I'll save him. Really?
like,
I was actually gonna do that all along, so I'm already prepared for this. Prepared? And that's what had happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance?
just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients!
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
Off he goes. Wee woo! And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
This ambulance cost 10 grand with insurance. Can't be helped. It's not like there's any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna be better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused my hero's death, you know.
However,
We must put that aside since Peko has already been punished. Or else, we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall, my tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. Man, even Gundam crying. There is no other way to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
damn it!
I guess. Things are exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so, the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. Beep. I wonder if it just sat there for 10 hours, would it actually run out?
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too?
I can.
Poor people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well.
Oh?
What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
Whoa, 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 resurrection?
And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Monomi, you can't slap me with plot while I'm crying.
That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with...
Too bad. Plot slap. Monomi, there's a third game. We literally can't win. Sea and punishment, sin and coconuts. End. Goddamn. I like Pecco. To be continued. Yes. I got the Black Dragon Blade. I would like to save my current progress right here. There's only 3 games. Yes. Alright, so... make sure there's no poop. Dude. Yeah. Alright, Magical Girl Monomi, let's go! We got another level! Or we should. Stage 2. Wait, is that Titty Typhoon? I'm in! Let's go to Titty Typhoon! I feel better already! I should check my equipment. Because I did get some. Yeah, alright. We're loaded up. It's good. Alright, off to Titty Typhoon. Turnabout probability of 1 in 56 million. And hard difficulty, because I'm a masochist. That'll help. Okay, gotta remember my controls, and... wrap. And wrap. Grab some stuff. Boop. Grab that. Hey, you. Would you like to die sometime? Gonna say, there's so many aspects of this minigame that are completely not well thought out. Alright, wave 3. Let's go super. Become a Super Saiyan. Just so we're invincible and don't have to deal with shit. And then we transform back. Remember, I can jump. Got mono milk. It's almost like it wasn't the main focus of the game. Yeah. Whoa. But I get coin from it. Oh, hello. Okay, so that does stop my attack. More gold bars! Oop, I got normal undies! I got me undies. Okay, where is this missing enemy? There he is. Yeah, I can't hit him because he's too close to the wall. This is bullshit. Seriously, this is bullshit. Okay, come on. Get bigger one. Okay, stop. Move away from the wall, please. This is dumb. Thank you. All right. Okay. Alright, getting attacked by Diglets. They have better aim on us than the last guys. I need that mono milk. Mono milk from Titty Typhoon. Oh, that was my bad. Alright, plan. Okay, we need to get rid of some of these guys. Okay, there's one. There's two. Okay. More mono milk. Alright. We're all jizzed up. Okay. Got him. Cookie. Okay. Just 3 to kill them. Ooh, another Monami. Dude. Okay, this should be it. Wave 8. A summer carnival. Alright, we got ranged characters that need to go. Oh dear. You need to go too. Get you. Whoa, hello. Fuck. I say, did the attack not disappear when I accidentally ran into it? Well, at least I got milk. Final wave. Alright, here he goes. Okay, that's... Okay, this is... weird. Alright, this one's easier to hit. Woo! Alright. Okay, that's bad. Okay. This is bullshit. Well, that was easy. That was way easier than the last one. Was that actually hard difficulty? Maybe just because the other one jumped around so much. I got 10 coins! Alright, let's look at the new equipment we got. Summer Carnival. 20 more strength and 10 more Usumi. Could use Bartholomew, though. I do like the strength better. Scrunchy, all we got. And normal undies. 20 more defense, we'll take it. Alright, we've done it. Save our progress. Alright, we have accomplished the Titty Typhoon. As all things should. Everything in balance. Alright. I expected that to take longer. But as it stands, that's gonna be it for today. That's gonna be all for today. We got next chapter next time. It'll be our school life. Actually, you know what? We'll take the time to get that, that daily Kasumi back. There we go. Look at that. We're gonna be back to our school life. Everything's gonna be great. We're not gonna cry. We'll miss Peko. God damn. Oh, that one hit me hard. I like Peko. I like her relationship with Fuyiko. It's really well done, all things considered. I think it's one thing, just in so far, because we've been playing the Trinity. Comparing 999 to, and the Nonary games to Danganronpa, fuck if Danganronpa does not get character writing really well done. In terms of, like, being able to impact you with a character that you could have spent, like, very minimal time with. In terms of, like, the unique interactions in that. Versus 999, where it was very much just, like, guiding you through the story straight. Which, that's not to say that Danganronpa doesn't. But I think the characters are just way stronger in Danganronpa. Like, yeah, it's nuts. Which isn't to say that the characters in Phoenix Wright, the other part of the trilogy, aren't great too. I need to go back and play those and get the Apollo Justice Collection has the games I haven't completed in it. So I kind of want to grab that at some point, but we're a long way away from that. We got another Danganronpa I've never even seen to do. Mostly character driven. Yeah, it definitely is. It plays a lot on, like, it's the logic puzzle part, but it's also characters that you're close to. Because even if you've only had them, like, a little bit, again, even if you're not specifically interacting with them, you're getting to know them. And if you do interact with them, it hits you that much harder. Like, knowing that Peko likes cute little fuzzy animals. And that she's never going to be allowed to enjoy that. Or, yeah. But a good character isn't necessarily one that you like. It's one that encourages a reaction from you, essentially. Like, good villains are the people we love to hate. The only thing that makes a character bad, at least in terms of me being out there, the only thing that makes a character bad is for a character to be forgettable. Like, that is the cardinal sin, is if they have nothing going for them and they cannot make you feel something. Anyway, though, I'll continue this conversation over on my server. Look at Ozai or Azula. It's true. Azula has many a fan, and Ozai is definitely one you hate. Anyway, though, I'm a rambling fool. Next stream should be Sunday. Actually, it might be Saturday, because Dade should drop an LADX monthly. So, look forward to that, and I will see you later. Oh, and then, you know, Dragon Warrior Sunday and Darkest Dungeon Tuesday. Back to this next week, where, you know, hopefully I won't cry as much. Anyway, thank you for coming out. I'll see you later.